Everyone is building AI businesses in 2025, but 99% of you are doing it completely wrong. And I'm not talking about picking the wrong niche or the wrong tools. I'm talking about a fundamental flaw that is keeping you broke. The problem is you are selling capabilities instead of selling outcomes. You are trying to be consultants before you even have a single client. You're offering services that sound great in theory, but they fall flat when you pitch cold prospects. And here's the truth. Most AI agencies launching right now will be broke by Q2 of next year while a small group becomes millionaires. The difference is not being smarter or more technical. It's the business model itself. If you don't know me already, my name is Nick Puru. My team and I, we have worked with more than 50 businesses now implementing AI, and we have helped hundreds of students build wildly profitable agencies, and we run one of the largest AI communities in the space with nearly 15,000 members. And in this video, I am going to be exposing why most AI businesses fail and revealing the only business model that will work if you want to make it in the AI space. And I'll also be showing you the 3 proven offers that you can be using right now. This will be a clear path that you can follow to be making $20,000 to $50,000 per month within the next 3 to 6 months. Now let's just talk about why almost everyone trying to build an AI business is going to fail in a few key points. Starting off with number 1 is that 95% of offers being taught right now through YouTube or any other channel, they don't work with cold prospects. You cannot message random business owners saying, let me discover your pain points, or message them saying, hey, I do AI automation. They will ignore you if you cannot explain your value in 1 sentence. It just will not work cold. And to start as a beginner, you need to be relying on cold outreach because most beginners, they do not have a budget to, run ads or anything like that. And to be fair, you should not be running ads as a beginner, or at least until your offer and fulfillment process is proven to work. I'll get into more on that later. What does work though is proven packaged solutions to expensive, well understood problems. So things like, we will guarantee you answer 100% of calls 24/7, or saying something within the lines of, we will get you 50 qualified sales calls per month guaranteed. Now, that is a perfect example of what can sell through cold traffic. What doesn't work through cold traffic is AI consulting or process optimization or workflow automation, or just saying like, let me discover your needs. Anything like that, those are all going to flop. Number 2 is what I call the AI automation trap. And this is just selling end-to-end workflows and make.com automations. And these will keep you broke forever. These tools, they are just getting easier and easier every single month. What took 20 hours to build a year ago now just takes 2 hours. The barrier to entry, it is collapsing. You're competing with 10,000 other people who watch the same YouTube tutorials or even just copying the same templates. And when everyone can do what you do, prices, they collapse. You start at $3K, someone else just undercuts you at $2,000 and then $1,000 and then $500. And this is the commoditization death spiral. And it's getting worse. In 6 months, AI will just build these workflows all automatically. And we're seeing them already do this. If your competitive advantage is N8N and make.com, you have no competitive advantage. Now, number 3 is what businesses actually pay for. Now, businesses, they do not care about your N8N skills or make.com workflows. They only care about very specific business outcomes. So a med spa, they do not want an AI receptionist. They want to stop losing $30,000 per month from missed calls when someone is ready to book an $8,000 procedure. A coach, he doesn't want a funnel. They want 50 qualified sales calls per month. So you see the difference there. It's not what you are building. It's the problem that you solve and actually what that problem costs them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you need to shift your offer towards. And lastly, number 4 is the consultant trap. Everybody is teaching you to discover client needs and become a transformation partner, or just sell and integrate AI. And that only works when you already have credibility and you already have clients. And what happens when you actually try to do this is you just waste months on discovery calls or just getting frustrated with outreach that isn't leading you anywhere. This is the death cycle that I see so often, is you try to consult, you get no clients, you end up getting 0 proof, no credibility, and you're still broke and going back to your 9-to-5 job. So now that you know what to avoid, here is the 3-phase model that actually creates millionaires. Phase number 1 is mastering 1 proven offer. So all you have to do is just pick a single offer that works for cold traffic. From here, you get your first 3 to 5 clients at maybe $1,500 to $3,000 per month. On top of that, you build proof and you're building testimonials, and you perfect your delivery. So you have one offer, you get a few clients from this, and all it takes is 60 to 90 days for this piece. Phase two is scaling that one offer. So now that you have actually proven that it works, you just have to scale it. So you could get from a few clients to 10 to 15 and hit 20 to 50K per month, depending on your pricing, obviously. You systemize your delivery, you build repeatable systems, you hire help, you're still focused on that one core offer. Phase number three is expanding to any existing clients. So now from here, you can actually start to do your discovery and start to do your consulting. And this is where you can add additional automation systems for maybe $5,000 to $25,000 for people who already trust you. Your first offer has gotten you in the door. Now you're finding other problems to actually solve for them. And this is where you're just turning into this transformation partner, as I and everybody else in the space is calling it, or an AI consultant for other terms. And there's no limit to what you can charge. You can get clients on retainers for $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And that $1,500 per month client, they become worth $5,000 to $10,000 per month for you. And that is the path. There is just one offer, you scale it, and then you expand from there. The millionaires, they solve just one problem really well first. Now, before I show you the 3 proven offers that you can actually use to start phase 1, make sure to join our free school community. Link is going to be down below in the description. We have over 15,000 entrepreneurs learning this approach. We have scripts, frameworks, and other templates to hit 10K per month. It's completely free. Links down below in the description. Okay, so these are the only 3 offers that I recommend for cold prospects. Now, we cover more within our paid communities, but aside from that, everything else, you save it for existing clients later on. Now, offer number 1, this is the AI appointment setter plus ad management. And this is probably the easiest to sell because the value, it is so obvious and it is so hot right now. All it is an AI system that answers every single call in website chats instantly, all 24/7. Now, who actually needs this is high value service businesses like dental, med spas, personal injury law firms, plastic surgeons, high-end HVAC companies, roofing, luxury home services, really any business where just one missed call can equal $1,000 to $50,000. And what it does is it is going to pick up every single call within 1 to 2 rings, usually instantaneously. You also have an AI chat widget that just responds under 10 seconds. Now, both are going to qualify the leads and provide info on their services, their pricing, handle objections, and even book appointments into the calendars. So essentially, it's just a receptionist that never sleeps, it never takes any breaks, and it handles unlimited calls simultaneously. So you can charge $2,000 to $5,000 as a setup, plus maybe $500 to $1,500 per month as a retainer. Now, what you can stack on with this is ad management through white label partners. So assuming that you do not know how to run ads yourself, you can use a white label ads agency. I'll have a link for one that you can rely on down below in the description. So they will be running the Facebook, Google, or any local service ads under your brand. And every single person that is engaging with the ads, they get instant AI responses. So this AI system that you have built, it is coinciding with the ads that you're running. So you're getting them leads, but you're also nurturing and engaging those leads, right? Now, why this actually works for cold traffic so well is because the value, it's pretty much immediate. So let's say med spa owners, they know exactly what missed calls cost them. The outcome, it is super clear and you can actually guarantee results. So you could say things like your business will answer 100% of calls within 10 seconds or you do not pay. Or getting a bit more advanced, you can say we will guarantee you an extra 15 patients per month, or we will guarantee you an extra 20 customers per month within 90 days. Offer number 2, this is outbound sales automation / lead generation. Now this is so powerful because you can structure it for pay for performance, just removing almost all the risk. Now, who actually needs this the most? It is B2B companies or any high ticket service providers, software companies, agencies, consultants, professional services, or just recruiting firms. Really, anybody who is selling to businesses just needing qualified appointments monthly, which if you think about it, it's most businesses out there. And what you're building is just using clay.com and LinkedIn Sales Navigator to build super targeted prospect lists, not just buying random shitty lists from Apollo. You're identifying the exact 200 or 500 companies that are perfect fits based on the company size or the industry or the technology or the recent funding that they have received or their job postings, growth signals, all of those different things. Once you identify that and you have those prospects, then AI, it's going to write hyper-personalized cold emails and LinkedIn messages from any deep research that you're using. So it researches their website, it reads their blog posts, it checks their job postings and analyzes any tech stack and then writes messages just referencing the specific things about their business that AI has found. And when you incorporate AI, it's to be doing that personalized outreach. And this is going to get 10 to 20% response rates, while most cold emails, they get about 1 to 3%. And that's because the personalization, it's so specific that they think that you manually research them and you know their problems. And then you have an AI SDR that handles all of the responses. So when somebody actually does reply with interest, the AI system, it continues the conversation, it answers the questions, it handles all of the objections, qualifies them, sets the appointment onto the client's calendar. Your client, they just have to show up to calls with people already interested, pre-qualified, and ready to talk. Now for the pricing piece, you can easily be charging $2,000 to $4,000 per month as a retainer. Another option, one of my favorites, is just pure performance. And you can run this at about $250 to $500 per qualified call booked. So if you're actually running seller campaigns, you'll book, let's say 20 to 40 calls per month per client. So at 30 calls at $300 per call, you're making $9,000 from just one client. And you can run multiple clients simultaneously because AI, it's doing all of the heavy lifting for you. And why this can work for cold traffic so well is because you are guaranteeing them more sales, more customers. On top of that, if you're doing pay for performance, this is removing all of the risk. So when you tell a business owner, like, you only pay for the calls we book, there's literally zero risk that they have to take. And for businesses with any high ticket offer, really anything above $3,000, when each closed deal is worth $5,000 to $50,000, paying $300 per call is a no-brainer. If you book them 25 calls per month at 5 closes at their normal conversion rate, you've generated $25,000 to $250,000 in revenue. They will happily pay you $7,500 per month when each call could just become a 10K plus client. Offer number 3, this is the AI content marketing engine. So this is going to be perfect if you understand that content, it is the long game that pays off massively. So you're getting paid to just create somebody's social media, any of their blog posts, any of their newsletters or video scripts that are going to generate inbound leads on autopilot. Now, why this is going to be so valuable is because most B2B companies and coaches, they know they need content. Everyone needs a personal brand. They just need to post on LinkedIn, write blog articles, send newsletters. But the problem with this is creating quality content. It takes hours every single week, maybe 10 to 15 hours per week minimum. The CEO, they're busy running the company. The sales team, they're likely closing deals. Nobody has the time or the skill to consistently create content that converts. And content, it is more than just posting. It's building authority, so when ideal clients are ready to buy, they think of you first. But most companies, they post inconsistently because content is boring and they just have zero strategy or know what to do. So who needs this? Well, really anybody who's not posting content, they obviously need this. But you can consider B2B companies like SaaS or agencies or consultants, any professional services or any coaching brands. So personal brands like coaches, authors, or speakers, anybody who just wants organic inbound leads, but they just lack the time or the team. And the magic within this is that you just do one 30 to 60-minute interview. You ask about their expertise. You ask about their client success stories or any other unique frameworks or the problems that they solve or their biggest wins. And then you just record it. And then all you have to do is you record that meeting, you get the transcript, you feed it to AI, and it generates 30 plus days of content across every single platform, whether that's LinkedIn, X, YouTube scripts, any newsletters or Instagram posts. The AI, as long as you are prompting it correctly and strategically, it will not write generic content. It writes in your client's voice because it learned from the interview that you have recorded and provided it to the AI system. So it should be referencing all of their specific stories, all of their frameworks, their personality, perspective. On top of that, you can optimize it for SEO so that blog posts can rank in Google and drive organic traffic. Now, you're not just creating content, you're building a content system that actually positions your client as the go-to expert. So every piece, it's really designed to educate and demonstrate expertise or just drive action like booking calls. Pretty simple. The pricing for this, you can be charging $1,500 to $3,000 setup. So this will include the initial interview, the first month content as proof, plus you can be charging $2,000 to $5,000 per month ongoing. So at $3,000 per month, you just need 4 clients to be hitting $12,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And once the system is actually dialed in, you just produce a month of content and maybe a few hours of actual work. And you could service 8 to 10 clients just yourself before hiring any help. And at $3,000 per client, that is $24,000 to $30,000 per month. And I'll just repeat it again because it is so important. AI, it's going to be handling 95% of the work, where it's researching any trending topics, analyzing content performance, writing every piece in multiple formats, and repurposing just one piece into 8 formats, and optimizing for SEO and suggesting the best times to post. Now, if you can't tell why this is going to work so well for cold traffic, it's because everybody knows that they need content. Everybody knows that they do not have the time. So you're solving a clear problem for them. And then when you show a business owner that they could generate 50 to 100 leads per month just from content without spending $1 on ads, they'll happily pay $3,000 to $5,000 per month without hesitation to build that brand for them. Any business doing 300 to a few million per year with zero content presence are leaving money on the table daily, and they very likely know that. So when you show them that they could become the go-to authority without spending 15 hours per week on content, that's a very easy sell. So just to repeat everything again, here are your 3 proven offers. You have the AI appointment setter plus ad management. You have the outbound sales automation and lead generation. And then you have the AI content marketing engine. These are the only 3 that I recommend for cold traffic. Now, if you do want access to all of the other offers that we recommend people selling and what are proven to work, then check out our paid community. Link's going to be down below in the description. Everything else, it waits until you have clients and until you have credibility. And now you guys know the 3 offers, but most people, they fuck up by just trying 3 or switching every 2 weeks. Do not do that. Pick one and commit to it. So some questions that I have written out that you can ask yourself is, number 1, do you have interest within this? So which offer actually interests you? You're doing this 6 to 12 months straight, so you better be somewhat interested in it. Number 2 is the network test. So do you know anybody in the target market already? And number 3 is the skill test. So do you have any existing skills that can overlap? Now, I'm just going to iterate. To succeed within the space, you need to go all in on just one offer for at least 90 days. No switching, no testing multiple different offers, because the most common mistake that I see keeping people broke is just trying to offer everything to everybody or trying to consult and discover needs. You just pick one of these 3 and you commit to 90 days minimum and you execute. Okay, so you have picked your offer. Now it is time to actually get clients. So this is where we start with warm outreach and where you can be expecting to land your first official client from. So what you're to do is just list 50 to 100 people that you know. Any friends, family, former coworkers, LinkedIn connections, anybody that you roomed with in college. The reason that we do this is because there is a 10 times better chance of a warm audience responding to your outreach than reaching out to a cold audience. They know you or they trust you and are much more likely to give you an opportunity. And you can be using this particular script. So you could say, hey, quick question. Do you know any insert ideal client who struggles with specific pain your offer solves? I just started helping businesses with this and looking for my first few clients. Would love to show you what I built. And the thing about this is you're not asking them to buy. You're just asking if they know anyone. It takes all the pressure off. And 30% of the time, they say, actually, I might be interested, or let me intro you to somebody else. Now, if you're reaching out to them because you know that they run a business, you can just say, hey, I just built something for insert business and was actually thinking of you and thought that it could help you out. And your goal, it is to book 5 to 10 calls and sign maybe 1 to 2 clients. And this is completely feasible. The trust, it already exists. And this is your fastest path to getting proof. This is what we have seen work the best with all of our students and what we recommend for you right now. Next up is to build a list of perfect fit prospects. They aren't going to be random businesses. They're going to be businesses that you have researched and have identified as actually ideal fits. So spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes just researching each one deeply. So look at their website, look at their services, their Google reviews, their hiring, and understand their business. And then all you have to do from there is just craft highly personalized messages leading with free value. So the structure of your email, it should go personalized line showing that you did research, 1 sentence explaining the outcome, then lastly, offering free value. So for example, if you're selling an appointment setter, you could just say like, hey, Sarah, I saw that you expanded it to 2 locations in Tampa. I guarantee dental practices never miss another value cosmetic call. Want me to send the breakdown of how this can work for your practice. Now with that, you're not asking to hop on a call. You're not asking to close the deal right then and there. Now for another example, let's say you're selling lead generation. You will just say, hey Mike, noticed you're running insert business. I get high ticket coaches 50 plus qualified calls per month, guaranteed. Want me to send insert your campaign strategy that I would use for your particular program. I'll say it again. You're not asking for a meeting or a sale. You're just offering to send something valuable for completely free. It's very low friction and it's an easy yes for them. The goal that you aim for is about 15 to 25% response rates and book 15 to 20 calls and close 3 to 5 clients. Of course, when it comes to doing any cold outreach, you can't always be as idealistic and may take some iterations from there. But if you continuously iterate and track your metrics, you will find a successful campaign. I promise you that. Now, from month 3 onward, this is all about scaling. And you only scale after proving that your offer works manually. So do not scale before getting consistent responses and closing deals with manual outreach. So with this, you can start to systemize cold outreach with anything like Clay or Sales Navigator. Of course, you can consider running ads, but only you want to run ads if you're at a minimum of $10,000 per month, because scaling any broken offer just makes you broke even faster. So just prove that it works with 25 to 50 personalized messages first, get your first few clients, build some testimonials, and then that is when you scale. Now, this next piece, it is about expanding your services and becoming an AI transformation partner. So there is a particular wrong and right time to expand. So the right time is at $20,000 per month with your core offer, 10 plus happy clients who trust you, your delivery is systemized, you have strong testimonials and case studies. If you're not there yet, just keep focusing on your core offer. So here is how you can expand. And for the record, you're only going to be expanding to existing clients only. So you can do discovery for additional automations. You can identify other problems and build custom solutions for your clients. And you already have the trust and the relationships. So it's very easy once you have your foot in the door to be building out any other system. So just to give you guys some perspective on this, let's say a client is coming to you for appointment setting. You deliver that system for them. They're happy, but you also notice that they're manually following up with leads, for example. Well, in this case, you can propose a lead nurturing system for whatever price. They say yes, just because you've proven yourself already and they likely already trust you. So your first offer, it gets your foot in the door at a few $1,000s per month. And any additional services, they multiply that to 5 to 10K per month per client. And this is how you hit $50,000 per month with just 10 to 15 clients. And this is really where you start transitioning into becoming an AI transformation partner or an AI consultant, as I and many other people call it. But with all of that being said, I covered a lot, so let me just wrap this up. The 3 offers that I gave you, the AI appointment setter plus ad management, the outbound sales automation and lead generation, and the AI content marketing engine. These are proven for cold traffic to work. So these will work when you reach out to somebody who has never even heard of you. So again, just pick one, commit to 90 days minimum, and focus on outcomes, not any of other outside noise or automation or other YouTube videos. Just focus on the expensive problem that you are actually going to solve. So you'll get your first few clients with warm outreach. You'll scale to a few clients with strategic cold outreach, and then you'll hit 20 to 50K per month. And then you can expand with additional services for any existing clients. And this is how you become one of the millionaires instead of the broke people who just quit within 3 months because they do not know what the hell they're doing. Now, if you guys want more help, join our free school community. Again, we have over 15,000 entrepreneurs in there. We share scripts, frameworks, and so much more. We also have competitions, but links down below in the description. And if you want some further guidance, check out our 3-day AI challenge. Within this, we walk you through exactly how to pick your offer, how to position it, and how to get your first clients right away. Links down below in the description. It's less than $50. It's limited time. We're not always going to be running this offer. But with that being said, you don't need it to succeed. Just pick a proven offer, focus on the outcomes, and execute. I'll see you guys in the next video.